I'm not married yet. Engagement I got. Chalo, come. Thank you. Oh my God.
So see from.
I've entered this lobby after 2009.
Yes.
That was my birth year. 15
You
years.
were born in 2009.
Yes, it was 15
You
years.
were born in 2009.
Prajakta Koli Full Documentary.
wants to see. I just want to see the
Classroom. Oh my God.
I will say I just want to see the lobby.
Wait, keep that.
Classmates. They will come and say, talk to me. No memory. And they'll be like, Prajakta, we sat together, we were partners, like bench partners and things like that. I have no memory.
We went 10th standard Mahabaleshwar between.
Yeah,
We performed with that team.
Aarti Verma. Ashwarya got married, no? Ashwarya got married. In the class, like I remember everything outside. Like I remember sports days and like I was for some reason a cheerleader at one point with
Assembly.
Yeah. Then the news that I used to announce every morning.
Yes.
Like I remember most things outside.
When you were studying, we did not have much of divisions. A, B, C, D,
Yes.
She was in 9th में H. And then now we are reaching L also.
L.
So for our nursery kids, we will teach them in the school only
Is Pari
ABC.
still here?
Yeah, she's there.
Is she in
Yes,
school
she's
today?
there.
She's
2 years ago.
No, like today is she here?
She's
Yes,
there.
she's there. She was my
Bharti is
nursery
there.
teacher.
Sunil sir
No,
is
no,
there.
that
Bharti
is
is
different.
different.
That's
Oh, she's retired.
Because I was like, she was
But
my...
you may be knowing Noreen Miss Marina's
Vicky?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still here?
Sunil sir is there. Your librarian Yogini Miss. Yes.
English, I was scared of first because I'm so bad at math. And then I used to get yelled at all the time.
But persistence, basically everybody is But the way she taught,
Yeah.
those who have a flair for maths don't really like it. Those who are away, like generally when somebody doesn't like science and all, we don't pay much interest for that. Our IT department, our computer teachers have done this. So yesterday we had our alumni speaking to our children. Panel.
We had a panel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They were from Canada,
US,
Germany.
UK, Canada, and all those people. We did a Zoom
Live streaming.
and we did a live streaming in all the classes.
Now we have digital boards in the classes.
Smart boards and all.
We'll take you
I need to see this. Yes.
Lot of changes, infrastructural changes have happened.
I also know it's become very tough to get admission here because Prashant, my fiance's boss was moving to Thane and he reached out to Prashant ki or Prajakta went to Vasant Vihar. No, does she have any contacts at Vasant Vihar? Because my daughter is not getting admission. I said I was the most average student there. Even if I wanted, I wouldn't get contacts for admission at Vasant Vihar.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Because, seats get filled.
Yeah.
And we do not do any propagation or
Of
any
course,
kind
no,
of
no,
things.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
known.
And it is one of the
It's
best
more
schools
than
around.
33 years. We are
33 years.
Yes, 33 years. We
Yeah,
are
I'm only going to be 31 next month.
next Thursday.
Yes,
next Thursday.
we know that.
So it's quite an old organization and a stable organization where staff is also qualified, trained, experienced. We deliver what is important. That is what. So it's difficult, and basically you should remember always there is an entry point for every school.
Yeah.
So for us our entry point is nursery.
हाँ.
आप 3 years में बच्चे को यहाँ भेजो
और फिर सारा time.
18 साल में ले जाओ.
अच्छा हाँ, now it's 11, 12
11
also.
years. 3 years आपका बच्चा अंदर आ गया. 18
That is what I did.
हाँ.
I came
Now
to
we have
nursery,
started
10th standard.
2.5 years also.
For play school.
Sapling.
That's sapling. So we take you in sapling and you sit for
10th, 12th standard. But do we have arts now for 11th and 12th? No,
That
it's
we
opposite
don't
side.
have.
That is why I couldn't continue in the school after 10.
You did your BBM.
BMM.
BMM.
Okay, good. They're also there from 11th to graduation. Sanika was in the school. 11th and 12th.
Sanika
Gupte. She was also my.
Yeah, sure. Even I feel that.
You know whom I really wish I could meet. I have no contact with her. I remember him being.
And me too.
What happened? Is there something I should know about?
He left immediately as soon as I joined 98. He left in 99.
Yeah, I remember through my like.
Yes, ma'am, look here.
I take on to
Now we got season 3 coming up. So please finish shooting it. Yeah.
I follow you.
This is so beautiful.
Yesterday I saw your and I'm very scared to go to his cafe. So we have called her as a guest today. Supposing that we have an interview session with us. I'm really she's very discussed. She needs some data.
All of you look the same. I don't know how.
We will not grow old.
That is good. Because we are
The kids. So we are always updated.
Yeah.
We are still of the old mindset. We are updated, we are modernized because we come to everything that is happening around our children.
They keep us on our toes.
I'm sure.
And kids.
Yeah. And all ages.
All ages,
All shapes and sizes.
all shapes and sizes, all belonging to different backgrounds.
Yeah.
So somehow we are able to reach them and we are able to help them out in
Yeah.
every way. And today for them, their teachers are like a role. They feel that घर पे नहीं था तो school में बोल दो. And gone are the days when teachers carried that image, na?
Yeah.
We are teachers.
Yeah.
Teachers are more like a friend.
You remember coming back to us and telling that you got exposure.
Oh, 5 minutes technique.
Because when you came to the came to collect your passing certificate or something.
Ah. And I
then
even
you
mentioned
went,
stuff.
Miss, I got into the dramatics
Yeah.
and I'm doing this and all that. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of drama. We present in the back where
Really?
Yes, we
No, because we didn't have a. And kids used to have.
And they are animals.
Annual days,
In
yeah.
those days, we used to call it as an assembly.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we only as an animal.
Oh my god! मराठी मागे some days I came before Bakshi sir. असं भेटून बघायला गेलं मला भेटून नाही वाटत.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
My kids are very excited.
Yes, ma'am, with you.
Okay, everyone look here.
One shot. I think one.
Now look here, one smile.
Oh, just good.
Still young.
Oh, मी आहे. हे झालं. She's there. Hello. Hi. What's your name? Ahana. Nice to meet you. Risha. Nice to meet you.
1 minute.
You're the head girl? And head boy.
Just be here for 2 minutes till we start.
Patty, come here.
Yeah, VVHS is none other than Prajakta Koli. Actor and activist. Mr. Ma'am will now felicitate her.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm able to see a broad smile, and we are privileged to have our student back to her roots. And very happy morning you have met few other alumni, and today is a very wonderful day that we have with us our Prajakta, who has reached a success through her sheer hard work. In any field, whether I think you might have started as a beginner and you have reached where you are today, and very popular among the kids as well as the elders. So our best wishes to you, whether she is a writer, whether she is a person who is interviewing the personalities of the world. I have in fact seen your interviews with Bill Gates as well as your interview with your Bollywood actors. So the confidence and the research work that goes behind it is really worth appreciating. And on behalf of the entire Vasantiya family, we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Ma'am. Thank you. How's the Josh VVHS?
It's an honor to have you amongst us. As you can see, the Josh is really high. Tell me, how does it feel to see so much amount of fan following among the students of the same school, your alma mater?
Hi. Oh, hello. Hi. First of all, great choice of the school, bro. It's a good one, I can assure you. And also, thank you so much for the very, very warm welcome. You have no clue how special this is for me. The last time I walked through this gate was in 2009. A lot of y'all were not even born then. Right? Or you were born on 2000. Oh, because everybody's 10th grade, yes? So, oh my god. You all were born in 2009? Yes! Nobody's born in 2009. But imagine, so I haven't been here in 15 years then. But love that so much has changed, but still so much stays the same. I mean, all my teachers are still here, so love it. It feels great. It feels great. I can't put it into words.
First things first, Prajakta, when you walked through the gates of Vasant Vihar High School and Junior College today, what were the emotions that were coursing through your mind at that particular point of time?
I was actually very, very calm till I reached the gate. I was fine. I woke up this morning. I was working late last night, so I woke up feeling a little bit groggy. I was like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep, but that's fine. I got ready. I got in my car. I got here. I was okay. Mama was like, are you excited? How's it feeling? I said, it's feeling good. Like, I'm excited to see school again. Prathamesh is here. Prathamesh is from my team. I said, vlog the whole thing, so I'm quite excited. But when I entered the gate, also, I entered the gate and the car came till the lobby. That has never happened.
True.
I would always get off from the bus outside the gate and then walk up. So just sitting in my car instead of the great. But I came in and then I saw these like very happy faces. All our teachers, everyone. And I can't wait till I go around school and go to my classroom, see the staff room, the library, stuff like that.
I remember you mentioning somewhere that some of the most interesting memories of yours were related to excursions. I also recollect Sujata was mentioning once that there was one particular picnic excursion that you had gone to Mahabaleshwar, I believe grade 10, where you and 4 other people had, those days we used to have overnight picnic.
You all have never gone to an overnight trip. Yes. We messed it up for you, I'm sorry. They took us out once and they were like, no, never again.
So you put up you and your team put up an entire show for everyone there. I mean, what are those kind of moments? I mean, how do you relate to them now?
Honestly, when I look back now, like we were talking, I was talking to everyone, all the teachers, and I'll be honest, like there are some faces that I'm having trouble placing where the name sounds familiar, but I'm like, okay, what was it? And that's when I realized that I have all my memories from school are all the times I've spent outside of classroom. And I don't mean being punished. I mean when I was out planning for this or prepping for the Marathi skates.
The skates outside.
All the skates on the annual days that for some reason when I was in school it didn't happen every year.
It used to.
I think
No, 9. Grade 9 and 10 we never used to have that.
We didn't have it, right? So all the picnics that happened, in general, like I think my love for extracurriculars, with the art and the drama and stuff like that, kind of started in school with everything. So yeah.
A lot of grooming takes place as a child, at home, at school. So if I would be asking you, what kind of life skills, what kind of values did you garner from school that helped you to prep up for?
I think just language has been something that I picked up on from all our teachers and from basic conversation. Because I wouldn't speak in Hindi at home. My father's side of the family would speak in Marathi and my mother's side, I wouldn't speak English at home. My father's side of the family would speak in Marathi and my mother's side would speak in Hindi. So there was no place for me to practice English as well as I did here. And given that I started working in radio, given that I write now, given everything that I do, I feel like language is such a huge part of it. And a lot of my love for that came from here.
And you speak so well.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
a very-
my English teacher, so well done.
No, we had a very small part in that, and it's so humble of you to give us some credit along those
Not at
lines.
all,
But
please.
definitely, you are very good at Olympic speaker. And you are an Olympic speaker, undoubtedly.
Thank you so much.
So, do you recall any such special experience from your school days that exactly helped you to consolidate what you wanted to become in your, future life or your future ahead? I mean, I remember you telling somewhere in the grade 6 or something that you had decided, I want to be an RJ. That's it. So, what kind of things that did you get from your that consolidated? Okay, this is the thing.
I think most of all the fact that I got support for every time I wanted to be in the elocution club. I used to do a lot of recitation and storytelling, and I was in the debate competitions every now and then. Does Kumar Kala Kendra still happen?
No, not yet.
No,
Not as
okay.
of now.
So Kumar Kala Kendra was an inter-school competition that used to happen, and every year I was. I'll tell you what. I was extremely average in academics. Okay, English was my favorite subject for obvious reasons, but everything else, it was tough. It was a tough line for me with everything. The one thing that I knew I would go and I would ace at would be like group dance competitions, solo dance competitions, things like that. And I got an opportunity to kind of start these things in school because I would go to my teachers and be like, okay, I want to go for this and I want to go for that, and there was always ample opportunity to sign up for different things and go to different schools. I remember at one point I was obsessed with Lejim or Lazim, right?
Yeah.
That also I did in school. And one point I was doing aerobics or something during sports.
Yes.
There was a lot I've done. And I feel like just the fact that it was not monotonous or it was such a mixed bag of things helped me in understanding what I actually enjoy and what I do
totally
not
remember you
most.
always wanted to come up with something new, and I used to look forward to your English papers and essays. I don't remember they used to be always good. I told you the reality. How did YouTube happen? I mean, it's such an unconventional choice of a career back in those days. I will not say now, but back in those days it was having a very unconventional choice of career. How did your parents agree with you, support you, and what kind of grooming did you get for that at home?
No grooming at all. I had no clue about what I was getting into, honestly. I did not plan to start a YouTube channel. I played that radio, which was my dream since forever. I was I think 10 or 11 when I decided. And then I became a radio jockey and I was an awful radio jockey. Luckily my boss didn't mince her words and she fired me. So I had to go back to being a production intern and I hated it. I hated it.
This is the humility. She's saying that she got tired. She doesn't mind admitting that. But it's not because of her not being good. I think she's very good at that.
It is. I was terrible. Because just if I was good, I would tell you. That, I was good. I don't know why they fight. I was terrible. I heard my own show. That was horrible. I'm so glad I didn't personally complain that. But, so yeah, that's how it happened. And then when I started YouTube, I literally started it as a thing to do because I have nothing to do otherwise. I was too stubborn to make a plan B because I was so confident that I'm going to be so good at radio that I never bothered to have a second plan. So that's how YouTube stumbled into the way, and I started extremely blind. I had no idea what I was doing. But it's such a fun ride that I kind of learned it on on the way, groom myself on the way, made those mistakes, pick myself back up, and now I've been doing it for more than 9 years, which is just mad.
What was your parents' reaction when you said, I want to be with you now?
So my parents could see how miserable I was at radio, and I was very, very worried as to how do I go and talk to them, how do I tell them that, hey, I know you're very proud of me for doing what I dreamt of doing, but now I don't want to do that. And the one thing I've read for all my life, I'm not good at it, now I want to do this that I have no clue about. I said, I don't know how to make this conversation. But we were having dinner this one time. And I went up to them during dinner and I told them, I said, 1 year I have worked for someone else. I said, 1 year, there's this new thing that has come to me. And I want to start working on it. And if it doesn't happen, then I'll see if I want to study more, if I want to pursue something else. And both my parents kept looking at me. And they were like, why 1 year? So I thought they said, एक साल बहुत ज़्यादा है, इसे कम करो. So I said, no, because 1 year. Like, no, you take 2 years. Like, what do you? I was 21.
So supportive.
And at that point, if they had shown even a little bit hesitation, I wouldn't have gone through. I would not have, because my parents' opinion and their validation matters to me the most ever since I was a child.
It's
So
very important.
yeah, so and because they've been that supportive, they've given me that space to make my mistakes and learn from it. They've always been the big done by me. They've always been the strongest pillar. So, and they've always known better. So at that moment, if they would have said, Prajakta, I'm not sure, then I would have taken a step. But the fact that they also didn't have a clue what this was, but still trusted me with it.
They trusted your instincts.
My instinct, my life would not have been like this if that one dinner hadn't gone the way that it did.
The way that you wanted it to be.
Yeah. It went better than I wanted it to.
Yeah, honestly. I cannot help it but ask you, being an English teacher, how did you come up with such a quirky and such a cool name? Mostly safe. I'm sure everybody wants to know that, right?
Yes. My name got butchered a lot in school. It's a long name. It was always like something or the other was said, or like someone messed it up. That happened in college, that happened post-graduate theatre, that happened there. So I just knew that, if I'm putting myself out there, I don't want to put it on my name because it will get further butchered. There was no reason for not putting my name other than that. Mostly saying was the first and the last idea I came up with. And I didn't really think of it as, wow, great name. Well done. It didn't come from that place at all. It was just that I don't know what else to do, so let's just go ahead with it. It didn't make so much sense to me then, but now it does.
Totally. I think we all resonate with that name so much. Mostly safe. There are times when we are not.
All the time.
It makes a lot of relevance. That name is such a quirky one. Well, if I ask you, what was that one watershed moment in your life? Those turning points in your careers, turning points in your life. We all have those moments when we realize, okay, this is my calling and here is what I'm going to do. So what was that moment in your life, that turning point in your life?
I've had multiple, moments. Like, honestly, I remember in 9th or 10th grade, does our school still do career counseling sessions?
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
I think the first year happened when I was in 9th or 10th.
Yes, 9th grade.
And I remember the counselor going through my results, and then she asked me to step out, and my parents were sitting inside. And my parents told this to me much later. She told my parents that, please make sure she gets through her junior college and college. Because the way she wants to go into performing arts, if you give her a little bit shoot also, she'll not go to college. She'll start doing radio directly, or she'll not finish her education.
Okay.
So make sure that she gets through college. That was the one thing my parents told me. Why I say it was a turning point is because now I see how much of an impact it has had on me as a creator, going to school, going to junior college, going through college. It's like a rite of passage where I had to sit through those many years of sitting in the classroom, chilling in the canteen. Not that I'm saying I did it, but like I might have bunked lectures once and gone to meet like friends who were of the opposite gender. You know what I mean? Like every time I'm just doing these things, you have to have these experiences at that age when you're in college. It's like a rite of passage, like I said. And I feel like I couldn't have had the sense of writing content the way I did back then, or writing on what I'm writing right now if I hadn't had those experiences. So that was definitely a turning point. YouTube was a turning point. In 2015, when I got a call from a casting director, Panchami, who changed my life, I love her, and she told me, "Hey, Prajakta, we want to audition you for Dimple because you're making this show called Mismatch." It was called a Dimple Matrishi back then. That was a turning point. I did not expect for Mismatch to come out and do what it did, for us to do a second season and for us to do a third season, which is going to come out hopefully soon. So that was a turning point. I think writing the book was a turning point, working with the UN was. I just feel like I've been going in a lot of circles and really hope it's like an upward spiral.
It is always an upward spiral. The way we see your career graph is, and we hope it stays like that. And you scale heights which are phenomenal. We just say that to you. Prajakta, while creating content that resonates out with millions and millions of people, that's such a huge number. I mean, we can see what is there on the screen, but there's a lot that goes behind the scenes. How do you catch up with the nuances, the emotional upheavals, the prepping up, the planning that goes behind every frame that you shoot, every word that you say? We would like to know a bit, we would like to get a bit of an insight of the VVHS.
It's very different for different kinds of content. I used to make comedy sketches on my YouTube till about 2 years ago. I haven't made them in a while because 2 years ago I decided that I want to do long form. I want to write and pitch my content to production houses and OTT platforms and producers and banners and people who would be willing to bet on me to say, "Kaise chalo show bana de, kaise chalo movie bana de, let's see." So I think my favorite part about content creation is that over the past 9 years that I've been doing it, it hasn't stayed the same. It has kept changing every few months, and that had to do a lot with the audience growing up, or more audience coming in, or like the exposure and engagement in general opening up, or the platforms getting diverse from long form to short form, going back to long form. So I just feel like that has kind of kept all of us creators on our toes. But it's been fun so far.
I mean, isn't it very strenuous to keep up with the ongoing trend, but at the same time, maintain your unique voice?
Not really. Also, I've been a little bit used to it by now. Because I've been doing this for almost a decade. I kind of get it a little bit more. Also, it's super cliche advice, but it really is the best way forward. But if you drop any kind of pretense or if you drop any kind of filters, it's just so much easier for you to have a voice because we all have one. And it's going to be different from the other. It's going to have its own pros and cons. You're going to make the mistakes you will, but eventually you're going to find where your feet are. You're going to find what your voice is, and then it's just going to be much easier for you to have conversations that matter.
What happens when you're a lot more original? Because otherwise, I think people will become really insecure.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be out there and managing such high numbers if you are not confident about it.
Also, a little bit delusional helps. Kind of a little bit, like being a little unaware, having a little less knowledge, being a little delusional, being a little aloof, cut off, being a little uncertain also helps. I think it helps me a lot.
We always thought little knowledge is dangerous.
Huh?
We always thought little knowledge is dangerous.
No, a little less knowledge is
okay.
Matlab, it's not like because you're exposed to the whole world, आपको हर चीज के बारे में सब कुछ जानना चाहिए.
That's perfect.
It's okay if you don't know everything about everything. It's okay if you're making those mistakes. I honestly dwell in the peace that I get from not knowing everything. I think it's great that I know what I do. I get to wake up every day. I know that I can finish this off my to-do list. It's fine if at this moment I don't know what is happening with other lives.
Very good. Now, something that is very close to all of our heart, especially, sometimes when we had Children's Day a couple of years back, that was when your YouTube video, I stumbled upon your YouTube video long years back like that. We portrayed the types of mothers that you have done. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you, ask you basically, that you champion the cause of women, you champion the cause of children, you put up your voice out there against any kind of body shaming. How do you plan to leverage a platform so strong as yours to impact the world out there?
I actually, the whole credit for that goes to my audience. I think in 2017, 2017, I ended up making a video for World Mental Health Day. And मुझे लगा था कि ऐसे I'm going to talk to people and then that's going to be that. And then I don't know if anyone's going to reply because like people really did subscribe to my channel for the comedy. Like it's not like they want to hear me talk about like body positivity because I had no clue if there was even space for me to talk about that. But the response that I got to that video, we had thousands, I think we had over 8,000 emails come in over the next week in support of it. And I think that was quite a game changer and an eye-opener for me. When I was like, oh, I'm not just speaking to my audience, they're speaking back. It's a whole conversation, there's engagement happening, the loop is closing. So this is more than what I thought the platform is giving me. And then it kind of dominoed into everything. It started with body positivity, went into mental health, went into girls' education, went into gender equality, inclusivity, very recently climate action, homophobia, things like that. So I just feel like once you do start this conversation with your audience, they will lead you to things that matter to them, which also matter to you, obviously. And then you find that sweet spot where you want to make that conversation happen.
You are India's first female humor content creator to have hit 1 million subscribers.
First female comedy creator.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Because I think Nisha Mandalika hit it before me, much before.
But in the humor category, I think you were one.
I think so. Female,
Yeah, female
Yeah.
humor content creator, yeah.
But this was in 2000.
But you set a benchmark.
Yeah. Thank you.
You paved the way for others. I mean, was that moment really one of the most special or cherished moments of your life?
You know, one of the things is I don't let myself have these moments of processing what has just happened. Like when I hit my first 100,000 or my first million or my first, even say the Netflix show or when I did the movie or my first time meeting Michelle, any of these milestones in my career, right after they happen, I don't allow myself that moment because I fear that I'll get overwhelmed and I'll lose track of things. You know?
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
How do you handle all the
I
admiration?
don't handle them. I push them under the rug. And then I'm like, okay, chalo, ho gaya, chalo. Now let's keep going to work. But they creep up on me. They creep up on me where every now and then randomly, like, I will be driving and I'll get overwhelmed, or I'll be having a conversation with friends and I'll get overwhelmed, or I'll be sitting in like moments like this where suddenly everything flashes real. You know, so that happens. So, but I enjoy it like that. I enjoy when I don't see the moments coming. And so far, that's good. It's been fine. So yeah, I do. But in conclusion to that, I'm constantly over that. Like I'm always over it every time.
That. And how does your family? Do they treat you any differently? Because you're the Prajakta girl, mostly same.
No. The good thing is that my immediate friend circle, my family, and my team. My family hasn't changed at all. My immediate friend circle hasn't changed at all. The boy I'm about to marry, I met him 13 years ago, and he hasn't changed at all. My team and I have been together for almost 10 years. They haven't changed. Also, my circle is very small. I have like 3 friends, and they have the audacity to live outside from the country, which I just find annoying. But that's there. And so because my immediate circle hasn't really changed, my life hasn't really changed beyond everything like this happening in my career.
To be very honest, I'm amazed by the integrity of your character, you know. Because at this stage of your career, maybe given few instances of success, would move on to the greener pastures and all that. But you have stuck with that team, as you said. I mean, how do you do this in the current times also? I mean, don't you feel inclined that you should be moving ahead or looking ahead? What makes you? I mean, that character, you know, is something that we would want you to inspire in our kids also.
You know, I'm very grateful for the people in my life. I feel like they have made me every single bit of the person that I am right now. Beginning from my parents, to my teachers, to my friends. Also, out of the 3 friends that I have, 4 friends that I have, 2 are actually my school friends. We've been friends since 6th standard in school. One is Sanika Gupte, one is Shivanjali Patil. We've been together since 6th standard. And now Sanika's married, living in Pune. Shivanjali is married here. She has a baby girl. I am drawing statues on my face and putting pictures on YouTube. It's all very mature. So the people really have, I've always leaned on the people in my life for everything, for feedback, for support. I have never shied away from going to my team or going to my friends and my family and telling them that I have a problem. I need help. Can you help me? Can you? I would not have reached a point where I would see myself the way I do. I am my biggest cheerleader. I'm my biggest fan. I love me. I will do everything.
But Charles, this is self-love.
Yeah.
This is a lesson that you should carry home.
And I will do everything that I do to make myself happy. And I do not mean this in any evil which way. So be very careful. But that is my biggest lesson. I have met me after putting myself out on the internet, after really seeing how every time I felt challenged, I came and that was good.
Now, social media. You know, have a lot of negativity also coming. I mean, there's a lot of trolling that happens, a lot of negative comments that come your way, a lot of, that kind of stuff. What do you deal with that?
I don't deal with it. It's not my labor. If it's helpful criticism, I will take it. I lean on it because I know my audience has a better sense about a lot of things because there are that many of them. I'm just one mind. I'm always open to feedback. I'll always take criticism. But if it's baseless hate, it's not my problem. It has nothing to do with me. It's not my labor to school you. It's not my labor to tell you that this is not how it is. I don't care. Go read a book.
On that, we celebrated National Reading Day yesterday, and I recollect hearing somewhere that you read a lot and you inspire others also to read. I remember Vidya Balan saying somewhere that she given up on reading, and one book recommendation by you made her go back to her first love, that is reading. So, what are the books that you love to read and what is the content that you love to read?
The books that I'm obsessed with right now, y'all are not old enough to read. So we'll get there later. But I'm writing a book that you can read. That you're allowed to. It's going to be in your age. So that's fun.
Outside social media, what are the things that you're passionate about? Apart from reading that we know, what are the other things that get to you?
So reading, like you said, I love. And if I had to suggest, how many of y'all actually read in your free time? Fun. What genres do you like? Suspense, thrillers? Murder mysteries? What else? Thrillers. Yeah, so murder mysteries, thrillers. Romance? Do we read romance? Yes! Oh my god. Okay, good. Do you read mythology? Yes! Nice! Dude, I not expected you all to say yes for mythology because a lot of times when I ask younger people, they're like, no, not really, not so much. Oh, good. What's your favorite mythological fiction? Sita's nice. Amish, but which one? By Amish the author. Everything by Amish. So Devdutt Patnaik you like, since you like Sita, you like Jaya. Are you all reading Chitra Banerjee? Yes. Okay, good. If you have it, please read it. And if there is a historical book by Chitra Banerjee that I genuinely think everyone should read, it's The Last Queen. The Last Queen. Please read it. Have you read it? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, okay, good. Read it. So I love reading. I love napping. It's my favorite hobby. The minute I get some time, I'll go to sleep. I love right? I love food. I like cooking. So I like cooking and eating food. And that's it. Yeah, I think just read or like listening to audiobooks these days, nap or eat. Yeah, I don't enjoy leaving my house a lot.
How did mismatched do to you happen?
I don't know, honestly. I was casted for both of them by Panchini Ghavri. Mismatch was my first time stepping out of my YouTube universe, doing something very, very new. So that was quite exciting. So that was quite exciting. And I did this short film called Khayali Pulao that went up on my YouTube. Did you happen to watch it? So that went up before Mismatch, but I shot it after Mismatch. And Karan actually ended up singing it. So when Panchami reached out to me saying, hey, we are casting for a Dharma film and we want you to come in and test, I was like, what are the odds of this happening? So I actually didn't tell my parents that I was doing I was doing Chuk Chuk Jio till I signed the contract. Like for months they had no clue because I had so much trouble believing it. I said it's going to fall apart any minute. Now it doesn't. It seems too good to be true.
You took your own time to process.
Yeah. So, Too Good to Be True is also the book I'm writing, by the way. Just letting you know. I'm just gonna keep shamelessly plugging that in because it's gonna come out soon.
What is the theme?
It's a romance fiction novel. Yeah.
You have your reading segment here.
Yeah. So, I like this response. I've been so nervous for this. I'm so glad. Are just the ladies reading romance fiction? No men? That's where we are going wrong. Okay, good enough, as long as you know.
Prajakta, January 21, 2022. India's United Nations Development Programme's first climate champion, youth climate champion. How did that come your way? I mean, how were you representing? I mean, how were you chosen? And what was that moment in your life?
I think big ups to YouTube for always being such a cheerleader in my journey as a creator, giving me platforms to talk about things that I'm passionate about. YouTube, the GAET Foundation, they've always been putting me up on these stages saying, "Achha, yahan jaake baat karo. Okay, now you can, you can speak at this conference, that conference." I think that is how I got UNDP's eye, honestly. I worked with the UN a little bit. I kept doing work with organizations that were associated with the UN, but I never really had directly any kind of contact or work that I'd done with the UNDP. So I myself was very surprised when they reached out. But slowly when I started working on climate change, I realized that my place in this fight is to use my whatever impact and reach I have is to amplify the conversations that are important, and I think that's what they recognized as well.
How did you meet with big personalities like Bill Gates, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama? I mean, how did those things happen? And how did they come across to you? I mean, as people?
Again, through YouTube. I think the whole Michelle Obama documentary thing came to me through YouTube. It was a YouTube originals film that the Obama Foundation was making. They reached out to me and they asked me something like, would you like to be a part of this? I said, are you mad? What answer were you expecting? Of course I want to be a part of this. What is this rhetorical question? That's how that came through. Nikhil Taneja, who is a friend, a cheerleader, I look up to him, he's an inspiration. He runs this company called Yuva. You all should follow Yuva on socials. Follow them on Instagram. Please follow Nikhil Taneja on Instagram. His Instagram is Taneja Mehu. And very, very lovely person. I mean, I'm very grateful to having in my life. So he actually recommended me to the GAET Foundation for goalkeepers, and that's how that happened. So it's just the people. This is why I hold my people so close to my heart, because I know they're going to
You root for them.
Yeah.
the calm demeanor that you exude all the while, even when you are accepting your failures, even when you are taking the big backs. I mean, would you have a piece of advice for our students who, I mean, the younger generation, the upcoming generation, the Gen Z, who find it really very difficult to take the failures in their stride? And you do it so well. I mean, you speak about them. I mean, you uphold it so well.
You know, I'll tell you what. One of the biggest setbacks I had as a creator was when I had my first creative block, like a writing block. कि दिमाग ही नहीं चल रहा है. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to keep writing. I don't know how to ideate. The one good thing I did was that because I couldn't do something or I didn't see a challenge coming and I wasn't prepared for it or I had to pivot or I had to make that mistake and learn, I didn't hate myself for it. I didn't blame myself for it. I didn't go back and talk to myself saying, "Tere to basti nahi hai, you can't do this, you're not made for this, quit." The one thing that I am very cautious about every time I'm going through a phase of failure or a mistake or going back down to come back up is that I very carefully monitor the dialogue that I have with myself, because that can make a huge difference. If you're going through a tough time and you talk to yourself badly, it's just a downward slide from there. I feel like you need to be in your corner first before expecting anyone else to be there for you, before expecting anyone else to kind of stand up for you. You need to be in your corner no matter how well you're doing, and you need to do that when you're doing well in life also. It's very important for that. You need to be, that's what I say, you need to cheer for yourself the loudest. You need to show that love to yourself when you did do well. You need to reward yourself for when you do well. But you also need to show that compassion to yourself when you're not doing well. Because let's be serious, you can't do well all the time. So expecting failure is actually an okay thing. It grounds you. Every time I've made a mistake, I've come out actually a wiser, a better person. So I've been very grateful for things that have gone wrong in my life. And honestly, if they hadn't, then I probably wouldn't have done so many things and such varied things that I have. So that's helpful.
Yeah, that's a lesson we would want you all people to learn from Prajakta. That is your mostly safe, our mostly safe. What message would you give to our students who aspire to be out there like you, maybe on the social media or any other platform? I mean, what would be the one line that you would want them to carry home?
That you're never going to be 100% prepared. You're never going to be 100% ready to do anything, at least in the domain that I'm talking about, the things I've done. It's a beast. It's a roller coaster. It's changing every single day. It's not going to be the same. There is no way you will 100% know what you're doing, and that's okay. It's a wave. You swim or you surf, baby. There's no other way around it. So it's going to be fine. Just start. Don't wait for a time where maybe if I have that experience, maybe if I have that knowledge. You don't need it, honestly. Just go for it.
Prajakta, would you be interested? Would you be interested in collaborating with the school or the students in any of our future events or such?
100%? Of course I would be. Why wouldn't I?
Look at that conviction. Come on, everybody. Keep our Bahamian forever. Okay, our own mostly same.
Is the school anthem the same?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Nice. Don't sing it. But listen, we have a drama club now, right?
We put up dramas out there. She used to perform a lot of dramas when she was in her college. She used to perform a lot of skits when she was in school, but we did not have dramas per se. We got to know about our...
But now you have it, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And now I think, Prajakta, I would, want you to have a bit of interaction with the students. I would ask them, very tough to ask you answers. So there is some questions that they would like to ask you.
inviting the audience.
Anyone, just raise your hands, children.
Just give this one now. Yeah, this one.
First of all, big round of applause for her for coming here. So you have worked with many influencers and
Tell me your names, all of you.
my name is Rishikesh. So how does it feel to collaborate with any other influencer in working with such a film or any other ideas?
Feels great. You're all really inspiring people. I've actually had the pleasure. About 99% of the people I've met and collaborated with have been amazing. So that's actually been a very inspiring learning process.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi.
I'm shaking.
What's your name?
Anaya.
Anaya?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
She's also a big fan.
What's Anaya's friend's name?
Kashi.
Kashi? That's beautiful. Okay, what's your question?
We've been watching you since we were like small, like 10 years old.
Since you were 10 years old. Okay, how do you watch you when I was 10? Okay.
I want to like ask you, when are you going to make the next video, like next trip? I will like take this.
Sorry, say that again.
The next trip.
Oh! Out.
I wanted to ask you, like when are you going to make the next trip on YouTube?
I don't know about a sketch, but there is like an announcement coming in a similar zone. I think in the next couple of months.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, we do. Thank you, Naya. Thank you, Kashi.
Hi,
Hi.
Tanisha.
Sorry?
Tanisha.
Tanisha?
And I'm like your biggest fan. I love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
I
much.
have a question.
Oh, thank you. Yes. What's your name? Zui. Yes. Hey, friends, 1 second. I can't hear her. Yeah.
I've been following everything, like I watch like videos of you and like a big fan of you. So and like you're like so down to earth.
Say that again. Friends, 1 second. See, this is why they make me monitor every year. Say,
You are like you are at a very high level right now. Like you have worked so good, and I'm like a big fan because I follow you. I know everything, every video, everything. So I would like to ask you that you are so down to earth, being on such a high level. So I would like to ask you, what do you have in your mind? Like you are at such a great level, but so down to earth.
oh, I have my parents at home. To make eggs for me, and I didn't eat them, and I left. So I got a call in the car saying, "This is what happens when you don't care about the food that is left." I got a whole lecture.
I love you a lot.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Pranali.
Pranali, hi.
I wanted to ask, when you were in school, was Amrapali just as popular as it is now?
Yeah. Yeah, for all the nefarious activities. Gaurav? I think has Gaurav? Or did Gaurav change? It's been there. So yeah, like Dabeli Vada stuff was there always. It's flourished now, it's gotten prettier now. Is Danish still there? Danish is it? It is? Yeah. The cake shop? No, I don't think Danish is. Okay, good. But yeah, Amrapali was always what it is.
That's why I love you so much.
Thank you, Pranali. Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to come to you. Hi.
My name is Sayomi and I'm your
Saloni?
biggest fan. Sayomi.
Sayami.
Yes. I was crying the entire time you were here. I want to actually meet you and can I get an autograph or photo with you please?
I think so, yeah. We can do that after this. Yes, sorry. You're saying. Hi.
My name is Ovi.
Your name is?
Ovi.
Hi, Ovi. Are you Vihar's? No. A friend of mine, his niece goes here. Her name is also Ovi. Sorry, yes.
I wanted to ask, how do you feel when your fans approach?
Very happy. I feel really happy. I like it when it's like a conversation, like hi Prajakta, and then if I ask them something, it's a reply. I feel very sad when it's just like a picture and leave, like no conversation. So this is great. Thank you. Yes. Hi. Hi.
My name is Sartha.
Hi,
And
Sarah.
I'm your biggest fan. I seriously watched you from I was in the 5th grade. I think so. And I love you. You're so pretty. I just love you. And I want to say, how do you feel after like your interviews with the influencers, and how do you feel after working with Varun Dhawan and everyone?
He's amazing. He's the best. Did you all happen to see the Social Nation performance by any chance? There's a vlog I've shared. You should check it out. But yeah, okay, good. All right.
Hello, 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 ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
What's your name? Arush. Finally, Arush has been waiting for a mic for so long. When is season 3 of this match coming? I don't know, dude. You and me both are waiting for it. Hopefully soon. We finished shooting it though. So hopefully soon. Finish the shoot. Yeah. No, you come go. Thank you, Arush.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Big fan.
Thank you. What's your name?
Jinal.
Hi, Jinal.
I want an autograph after this. Okay. So I have a question. So I play the flute and I want to do a career in it.
You play the flute?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I want to open my own Instagram channel and my YouTube channel. So how can I what mentality should I have to open a channel like that?
Just that you want to do it. Are you sure you want to do it?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. It's not very complicated. It's not very tough.
Yeah.
It's very, very basic. Don't think it's so much. Just start.
And I'm inspired by you that you have juggled with so much things. And while juggling, you have done this YouTube channel all with the UN. Like, how do you do that? What management do you do?
I have the best. Yeah, you got that.
Yes. Man, I love you, man.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diana.
Prajakta for answering all our questions so patiently. Put your hands out to them both for her. A big round of applause for our dear voice we say. The audience can't hear you. Louder. Thank you.
Okay.
May we have Geeta Miss on stage?
No, before I leave, I just want to say thank you so much. You all are amazing. And before I leave, do you mind if I get a selfie with everyone? Keep singing, okay? We'll do a video. Just when I turn the camera around, just make noise. Is that okay? Happens to also be my school, and look at everyone here. Thank you. This was fun. Okay, lovely. Sorry.
Okay, now here. So, thank you Prajakta for such a wonderful session, and from the bottom of our heart, thank you for sparing your valuable time, being so busy. So I think my grade 10 children can carry this event throughout their life now. This is something which they can cherish. Okay? So a small token of love and appreciation and our blessings to you, Prajakta. Just one. Have been hearing in your reels that this is your birthday month. So, we all will sing the birthday song for her. So, maybe all rise up. 1 minute.
because of other street, but she was really a best, like my best monitor.
further.
Again, he's going to check. What's he going to? He's going to be full band. He is teaching the class right from grade 5.
Shaurya spelling is what?
SHAUR. How did you make the...
How did I crack? I can crack it. I didn't.
But you have so much followers, so you have selected.
Not really cracked it. I think I just kept doing it for enough years. And that just kind of worked.
Our cyber security team editor.
Yes. This is Arnik.
Am I the only one feeling nervous? Nervous and like exciting.
Okay.
क्लास में यस गोइंग चलो 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 चलो
always very affectionate, used to do everything extraordinary. मतलब class से हमेशा बाहर आके कुछ करूँ, that way she was very enthused. So we bless her and best wishes to her. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
वो भी थे, इंग्लिश टीचर थे वो.
अब तीनों एक साथ आ जाओ. Just wish Prajakta or whatever you. And action.
Yeah, Prajakta, best wishes for you.
We love you all. We love you, Prajakta.
They love you.
Prajakta, God bless you. God bless you abundantly. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.